The 10 News Weather Authority, always watching and tracking for you from the JES Weather Center.
Not too shabby of a night. The moon is out there shining nice and bright, 99% filled for our supermoon that we'll be featuring tomorrow night. Now, the radar is just showing a lot of ground clutter out there, perhaps a little bit of fog, but Appomattox County is basically where we're only seeing rain at the moment, just to the south and to the east of Lynchburg. Bedford also seeing a little bit of rain out to the west of Timberlake. Now, there's no lightning embedded in these cells, so no one's going to be woken up throughout the night as these progress towards the south and to the east, but just dumping a little bit of rain this evening. Now, as we go throughout the next couple of hours, south side is primarily the only spot in the only zone that sees maybe an overnight shower. By 8 a.m., partly cloudy skies persist over the Roanoke Valley and out towards the west. But through the remainder of your Tuesday, we're primarily all in the clear. You'll notice our winds start to shift, and they'll be coming out of the north and the east. That means high pressure starts to build in as we get that clockwise rotation. By 8 p.m., it's a pretty calm afternoon and evening. Now, here's a look at what we're tracking. Humidity is starting to drop as drier air is moving in. We'll be feeling warm this week, so a little bit of a cool down, and then rain chances will return later on Thursday. We're also tracking smoke. We've seen this setup before. Low pressure to the northeast, high pressure to the south and to the west. That funnels in our winds out of the upper levels from the northwest. Smoke starts to build in on Tuesday afternoon, say around 4 p.m. The good thing about this is that the smoke will be at the mid and upper levels, so not too much of it will get mixed down to the surface. We're not really concerned about air quality deteriorating at this time, but we'll keep you updated if anything does change. We're also tracking heat out to the south and to the west parts of the United States. They're still dealing with oppressive heat at this time as we're wrapping up July and moving into August, which is traditionally the hottest month of the year. We're dealing with cooler air that's starting to dive down due to the jet stream, but over the course of the next couple of days, we'll start to actually have that heat wave move towards the east, and we will be between hot and mild air later on in the week as storm chances will also increase. Now, tomorrow night we do have a launch. This is a cargo mission going to the International Space Station. Launch is about 8:31 out of Wallops Island. Now, in the green, you could see perhaps the launch out to the east 3 minutes after liftoff. In the yellow, about 2 minutes, and in the red, you are the closest, so about 1 minute after liftoff. Now, big supermoon. If you walk outside right now, you're probably seeing a little bit. It's about 99% full, but it is the giant sturgeon moon of the Great Lakes. That's basically how it was named after. People would catch giant sturgeon. I see John smiling over there. He's a big fish guy. So sturgeon moon, it's supermoon 1 of 2 for the month of August. This is the closest the moon will actually be to the Earth basically all year, even though it's still 220,000 miles away from us. It'll seem about 15 to 20% bigger than it actually is. Now, over the next 7 days, temperatures remain in the 80s. Rain chances are very and extremely limited up until about Thursday, where rain chances go back to 50%. Notice we're still dealing with the 80s up until next Monday. So it seems pretty nice.
It does, compared with the heat wave that we just experienced.
Oh, yeah.
Those temperatures that felt like they were into the hundreds.
Yeah, it certainly did feel like 110 in some spots, like South Side, Danville in that area, South Boston, feeling like 110 last week.